Hi Ian, it's Lars, Coach TV. So we just talked about, in the last episode, about this life force, this quickening, and this Agnes de Mille letter, or whatever it is. This life force that you're here to express, you're not here to question how valuable it is or how it compares with others. You're just here to keep the channel open and express it as clearly as possible. So there's an old story about the Buddha that really relates very well to this, I think. And the story goes like this: there's a sitar player who is trying to meditate, and he's having some troubles with his thoughts, trying to keep them out of his mind, and he's not sure how to do that. And so he asks the Buddha about this, and the Buddha asks him back and says, "Well, how do you tune your instrument, your sitar?" And the guy asks, "Well, you tighten the strings, but you have to make them just so, not too tight, not too loose." And the Buddha responds back, "Well, it's the same when you meditate. It's the same with your thoughts. You want it to be to rid yourself of thoughts, but you don't want to do that in a way that's too tight, nor do you want to be too loose about it." And ever since I came across this, it's been haunting me, essentially. I've just seen how this applies to pretty much everything in life. That you want it to be not too tight, not too loose. Like, for example, in yoga, like that I've talked about, you want to have strength and flexibility, and you want to push yourself, but you don't want to push yourself so much that it becomes a struggle, that you become tense. You want to push yourself, just not too tight, not too loose. You want to push yourself not too little and not too much, but just the right amount and just the right way. Or with this Agnes de Mille, Martha Graham thing from last episode, the life force that you want to express, you want to be really not too tight, not too loose. You want to, if this life force is something that's kind of streaming through you at all times as your life force, the thing that makes you be alive rather than dead, then you want to try to with your mind to always be in a place where you're in alignment with that life force. So you don't want to be, if you're too timid, too afraid of doing anything, too afraid of expressing yourself, if you're on the couch all the time, then you're way too loose. But if you're trying to force it and you're being too forceful and you're all the time trying to express more and be, I need to be super uber expressive, and then you're too tight. And we all know these kinds of people, the ones that are too loose, that never come out with anything, and they just hold it all in. And we also know the kind of person who's too tight, who's being too obnoxiously expressive in a way that's just like, chill out, dude. It's not pleasant to be around, and it's just too much, and it overpowers everyone else, and it's not a good thing. So you want to be not too tight and not too loose, and I think you want to do that with everything in your life. You want to be with love. You want to be not too loose. You don't want to hold back your love, but you don't want to be too tight either, where you're like clinging to the other and not being not able to let go and not able to be free in this thing. And it's about being free. It's about being free in and still in alignment with your life force, with what with the life that is. And it's for me, it just clicks. It just clicks. Not too tight, not too loose. Am I being too tight here? Am I being too loose here? And just sense into it and feel what is your instinct? What does your intuition tell you about where you're at right now? Am I too tight? Am I too loose? And you can always. I think it's so easy, so quick to tell when someone's being either, like, look at a waiter at a restaurant. Look at like someone you're with. Look at your colleagues. You're like, in all kinds of situations, it's so clear. This person's just too tight, and it's just it's not nice to be around. Or this person is loose, like it's like not pleasurable either. Not too tight, not too loose. Run with it. Run as fast as you can, but not too fast and not too slow. Anyway, go with that. Play around with it. I find that it's a really compelling tool. Thank you for listening. Thanks for paying attention, and we'll talk again soon. Bye bye.